Howdy, everyone. Welcome to Tilson Live. It is 2 o'clock. It is Tuesday. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, as we are each and every single week. I am Eric Allard, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family here at Tilson Homes, joined as I am each and every week by Dawn Dantzler, our Vice President of Marketing and Customer Experience. Good afternoon, Dawn.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
It is going fantastic. So excited to be here. We've got a very special revamped presentation to share with folks today. Fresh blood has been injected into the Tilson model home, so we're going to talk about that. But first, folks, as we jump in, tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in. Drop it into the chat. We are here to talk about all things building on your land, as we do each and every single week. So if you want to talk about financing, construction loans, easy buy programs, customization, the construction process, site preparation, permits, culverts, septic systems, water wells, design, color selections, all of the things that go into building a home on your own property, floodplains, where to build, where not to build, what to look for, deeds, titles, deed restrictions, subdivisions, anything you want to hear about. Dawn's going to answer all those questions. I'm going to go take a nap. But truly, folks, jump into the chat. Please tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in. We want to hear from you. This entire show that we do is all about you getting those questions answered. So jump in to the chat, where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. While you guys are doing that, Dawn is going to tell us what in the world we're talking about today. What are we talking about today?
So today we're going to share our model, the Fredericksburg in Katy. Like you mentioned, it was recently kind of revamped and renovated earlier in the year, and just excited to share some of the changes and show everybody this beautiful home that we have out there. So. Yeah,
the Fredericksburg has been a home run for a very long time for us. Great design, great bones to the structure, great ideas as a jumping point for a lot of houses. We've got a lot of Fredericksburg and other home blends that we've done. But yeah, it has been revamped, redone, brought up to speed, brought current. It is beautiful inside and out. You guys got to go take a look at it. But we're going to talk about the things we did today, some of the things that customers in the past have done that to make it their own, that maybe you would like to do with this home, and then some other things that you may not know about that can be done with this home to make it your own. But again, as we're doing that, folks, jump into the chat. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in. We know it's December. We are getting super close to the end of the year here. It's that big final put. You've been procrastinating all year about buying that home, getting the process started. Now is the time. Get the process started. Rates are going down. That's already happening. So the folks that got in process a month, 2, 3 months ago, they're already well on their way because they're not closing on those rates till the house is finished anyway. So they are rocking and rolling. So this is the time to get started. We set a record number of appointments yesterday, and like this quarter for sure. And maybe folks, now is the time to be moving around. This is the time to get going. It's zig when others zag. This is the old Warren Buffett trick of if everybody else is buying, you sell. If everybody else is selling, you buy. This is the time. So anyway, don't follow the herd. Do the right thing. But before we talk about all things Fredericksburg in Katy, Texas, Dawn, tell us who is joining us so far today.
Absolutely. We've got Peggy coming in. Hi, Tilson family, watching from Trenton. This will be our third Christmas in our Livingston B home. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We've got Neil, who's watching checking in from Mansfield, building the San Jacinto D in Hood County, hoping to have the pad poured before Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, exciting.
Fantastic. That's good.
Got Miss Silcox watching from Tyler, building a customized Fayetteville C on Lake Fork. The cabinets are in, doors and molding delivered today. Awesome.
Oh, okay. So you got real activity going on. That's a lot. All right.
We got lots of stuff happening.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, folks, continue to jump in. Like I said, tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in. Also, any questions you have, okay? If you want questions about a piece of property you're looking at, you got questions about floodplain, you got questions about deed restrictions, you got questions about permits, site preparation, water wells, septic systems, financing, the construction, what happens next in the process. I saw this happen yesterday. I'm concerned a little bit about this. What should I be expecting? That's what we're here to do. If you're really, really upset, I'll give you Dawn's cell phone number at the end of this. You can just call her direct. It'll be great. She's fun to talk to.
That'll be perfect.
Very uplifting. But yeah, folks, truly, ask us all your questions. We can't wait to hear from you guys. That's the whole point we do This show is to make sure that you have all of your questions answered. So I think we get two more folks joining, and then we'll jump into this presentation.
Got Deborah. Hello. We're so pleased with our Tilson home, loving the country living in Burnett, Texas.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Deborah. Appreciate that.
And then we've got a friend from YouTube. Hello, been considering the Fredericksburg and wanting to make changes. Can't wait to see the tour to get other ideas. Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in.
You are in luck today. In luck.
All right. Let's get to it.
All right. So as we jump into the presentation, folks, again, drop your questions into the chat. Anything you want to know about build on your lot process, financing, construction, permitting, site prep. We're here to talk about all that. We got a few breaks we'll take through here. We got some videos to show you guys, but please enjoy this presentation of our beautiful Fredericksburg model in Katy, Texas. Mrs. Dantzler, take it away.
All right. So the Fredericksburg, there are two elevations available. So this is the Fredericksburg B, which is the less common elevation because the C elevation is actually our model. But there are two elevations available, and it's a super popular plan because it's actually a good split bedroom plan. And honestly, this one is another one of our Tilson homes. They're all, I feel like I'm choosing between my children when we talk about the plans, but
Seriously.
this one's particularly close to my heart. It was the Katy Park was one of the first things that I worked on when I was with the marketing agency, learning all things Tilson. So I'm very attached to this location and this home in particular. So this is the Fredericksburg C model out in Katy. This exterior was recently changed just to sort of modernize it. It used to have what I'd always seen referred to as a Dutch colonial feel where the dormers were kind of rounded, and we went ahead and kind of got rid of that and just made it that more traditional pointed dormers. So it's got more of a blend of the colonial and the farmhouse. That's a little bit more popular now, added in. The wood accents on the exterior. This is one of soon to be two of our models that shows painted brick. So we did actually paint the brick on this one in white just so that you guys could see what that looked like and that it is a capability that we offer if that's something that you are interested in. And just beautiful, beautiful home. Just love this elevation. It's just got kind of a touch of everything that just looks like a very traditional farmhouse now versus what it was before. All right, so the floor plan, the standard base floor plan of the Fredericksburg is a 3-bedroom plus a study, 2.5 baths. And this is one, sometimes we talk about the garages being integral to the plan, just kind of integrated and very much part of it. This is one of those plans. So that 2-car garage does come included with that plan. So when you're looking at pricing, that's why it's a little bit higher for this than what you might see on the other homes, because that garage is included. You've got a very large utility room, but all in, it's a little bit under 2,700 square feet for the base plan. And like I was saying, it is a split bedroom design. So the master suite is pretty much off in its own almost wing of the house. As you can see, it's got a very large, nice bathroom and one of the biggest master closets I've ever seen in my life. Even when you put the upstairs bonus space in it, like we have in the model, it's just very large closet, very large closet. That kitchen is open to the family room. And just a good layout. The other bedrooms are off to the other side, and that study is over there too. So just everybody just kind of has their own space and to do their own thing. And this is also one of our plans that does have a formal dining room. If you're looking for that, or we can easily put some walls up and turn that space into something else for you. So those options are limitless there.
Yeah, this was a really groundbreaking design for us when it first came out, and really kind of accelerated Tilson into a totally different realm of housing, of things that we were able to do. We were always able to do them, but people didn't really believe it, right? Until they saw this home in Katy, right. And then it just blew the doors wide open on a lot of those people we built for their parents or grandparents, back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And then they wanted us to build their kind of next level home. They just didn't know that we could do it. And then we came out to Fredericksburg, and it was just, all right, this is the one. This is what I got to have. Let's go from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one that still shows incredibly well. Particularly having been revamped. But yeah, it's a big fitting 2,700 square feet for sure.
Yes. And then for the model itself, we did put in a few of the structural options that are available for the plan. Most notably, it has the fireplace, but the biggest difference is that we did add that upstairs bonus space. which adds a large bonus room. And actually, in the C elevation, gives you a lot of space in those dormers as well. So you've got functional space in that upstairs area. With that, you've got a separate theater room up there, as well as an additional powder bathroom, so additional half bath up there. And so that brings you, it adds about 1,000 square feet up there. So you're at 3,715 square feet total in living space when you add that space. And I also really like the master closet because it shows how we use, see that where that number 2 arrow is pointing, you can actually still store stuff under that staircase as well. Our builders are very good about making sure that every square inch of space is usable for you to have storage and whatnot. So it's just very, very nice thing to see. All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the video.
Howdy, I'm Eric out at Tilson Homes, part of the 4th generation of the Tilson family, and I'm so glad you're joining us on a tour today of our Fredericksburg model home in Katy, Texas. The first thing you're going to notice as you're driving up to the Katy Design Center and see the Fredericksburg model is it's a beautiful craftsman country outdoor setting. We've opted for some painted brick on the exterior, a lot of hardy plank, a lot of natural wood to look at that leads you onto this gorgeous, one of the largest front porches and outdoor living spaces that we have in any of our designs. Another thing you're going to notice as you approach the front of the Fredericksburg is the dormers upstairs that are actually used in this home because we've opted for the upstairs bonus space. So those dormers actually let natural light into those rooms up there, which makes it a really nice place for kids to hang out. As soon as you walk through the beautiful 8-foot front door we've put on this Fredericksburg model home, you're going to notice a gorgeous welcoming foyer that you can see natural light pouring in from the family room, and you immediately see a big open dining space to your left that really makes a nice space for when you have guests over to hang out, Thanksgiving, Christmas, those kind of holidays. So as you're walking through, you can't help but be drawn into the large family room area of the Fredericksburg, which is wide open to the kitchen. Beautiful, gorgeous windows all across the back, letting a lot of natural light in. Great place for your family and friends to hang out. It is one of the largest family rooms we've had. We've opted for a fireplace in here, which is a great focal point, great place to watch the ball game or just hang out and enjoy your company. Because of the size of the family room, we're able to put way more than normal windows in here. Ordinarily, we can only fit maybe 3 windows. We have 4 4-foot wide windows across the back of the Fredericksburg family room, an additional window onto the side, which again, just lets a lot of natural light pour in, which is the whole reason you bought the place.
All right. So yeah, there's the beautiful front of the home. That porch is absolutely massive. We could easily have put another dining table out there and it not be crowded at all.
Yeah, it's 12 feet deep over there in front of the dining space. I measured last time I was there. Again, it's just a whole nother room out there. So
yeah, which is very impressive. That's one of the things with this home is it's very much a grand. If you're looking for that curb appeal and that grand entrance, this is one of the best homes that we have for that, because you've got that super impressive front door, very tall, just very, and good foyer space when you come in. It's very awe-inspiring when you walk in.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and this is that foyer and dining space that we're talking about. So you've got kind of the arched openings into the dining area that you can see there, and then you've got that great wide opening. And like I said, this is great as your dining space. If you were looking to use it for something else, you can obviously use it for whatever you like, playroom, whatever. And we can you can leave it open or you can wall it in, whatever you're looking to do with that space.
Yeah, and the way it feels when you walk in, it does make it feel obviously extremely open. You can still kind of see into the family room, but you do have this beautiful space there that has the natural light pouring in from that the porch off the front of the dining room, and it's a really cool room that and a lot of space. I mean, you got the door with the side lights, so you've got almost an 8-foot wide foyer so really nice welcoming space.
And this is just another view of that dining room where you can see even better that you've got all that light pouring in, and you can see kind of the scale of that foyer space. And then this is that wide open family room. Like I said, we added in the fireplace to this home, and it goes there on that angled wall, and just lots and lots of light coming into this area.
Yeah, that was one of the things. I'm not sure what the picture about it here. We showed it before, but when David and I were shooting this video, he's like, "Is it normal to have like this many window?" Like we recorded the little shot there, um,
Mhm.
and he said, "Is it normal to have like four windows across the back?" And I'm like, it's really not. Like we don't have any houses that have four houses across the back, and then sorry, four windows across the back, and then another 4 foot wide window on the side. So yeah,
Mhm.
you've got 20 lineal feet of window that's 6 feet tall across around the back and side of the family room of the Fredericksburg, which we don't have any other houses that are able to do that. So
Yeah.
if you're looking for a view onto your property, onto a lake or trees or some kind of a view, then this is a great one to start with, because you're going to be hard pressed to find any other designs that have this much glass on the back of the home.
Right. And in this one, because of the way the standard layout of that back porch area, you actually, out of those four windows, you have an unobstructed view because the porch is to the other side of the breakfast nook. So if you've got a view that you want to see out of the corner of your house sitting in your family room, this is definitely the house to do that
This is
in.
it. This is it. I know we had a couple more people join us, but guys, drop your questions, comments, where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you're in, into the chat. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. Let's see. We have John, who is joining howdy from Austin County, building a San Gabriel. The frame is up and windows delivered today.
Oh,
Awesome.
cool.
This build is moving along quickly. What is Tilson's standard of roof decking?
Our standard roof decking is going to be a 7/16 OSB. And of course, we're doing that on 19.2-inch centers. So you're going to be good to go there. What I don't know, John, is whenever you signed, if it was going to be if we're doing spray foam or if we're doing bat insulation. Based on what your options addendum says, you should be able to check that, know one way or the other if you're getting spray foam or getting bat. If you're doing bat insulation, it will be a radiant barrier decking. If you're getting spray foam insulation, it will not. There's no reason to do that because you're getting spray foam
Mhm.
against the back of it. So there's no point in doing the radiant barrier. You lose all the value in it. So that's the only difference, though. But it's going to be 7/16 OSB or oriented strand board, either way, and on 19.2-inch centers on your rafter. So I think he's getting spray
Yeah,
foam.
he's doing spray
So you'll
foam.
be getting just 7/16 OSB 4x8 sheets of decking is what it's going to be.
All right, perfect. And
Great
then he
question.
also says, P.S. Season's
Oh,
greetings. Thank
season's green,
you.
of course.
And then we've got David tuning in from Mesquite.
All right, welcome.
All right. Well, let's take a look at that kitchen.
Let's check it out. As you're sitting in the family room, you can't help but notice how open it is to the kitchen, which is exactly what most of our customers are wanting. A great place for someone who's cooking to hang out, still be part of what's going on. Large island for a big prep area, beautiful sink inside there. We actually have a brick arch that's also painted across, which is a great focal point, which is over the cooktop range area. Beautiful oven, microwave combo, lots of storage, lots of cabinetry, and just beautiful place for everybody to hang out, bar stools, and lots of things for folks to do. Along with some of the beautiful cabinetry you're going to notice, we've actually opted for a cabinet pantry in this particular home, kind of a chef's pantry. There are options to make that a walk-in pantry if you need to do so. Immediately off of the kitchen is the breakfast nook, which is beautiful, kind of a bay window space, plenty of space to put a large table at and be able to enjoy those sunrises or sunsets on your property.
All right.
Yeah, so the kitchen here is it is the heart of this home. It's
Mhm.
got that big dual fuel one piece range that we've opted for in there. You got some pull out trays, you got some all kinds of stuff going on. A big giant space for folks to center around. That's really when we get the feedback from when customers are using this home, their day in and day out living, the kitchen is the number one thing that they talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. I did want to talk a little bit about the different features that are in the kitchen and what is included and what would be an upgrade, a change that we have made in this model. So the dual fuel range oven that Eric was talking about, that is an upgrade, a change that we made for the plan. In your regular Fredericksburg kitchen, what you would get is the cooktop. And you would actually have drawers underneath that cooktop space, but the oven and microwave that are in the wall are what is included in in your kitchen arrangement. And then those pull-out trays that we were talking about. So in the two cabinets next to the range, as well as the bottom of the pantry cabinets, you do have the slide-out trays. So there's 2 in each of the shorter cabinets next to the range, and then there's actually 4 in that bottom pantry cabinet, and that is included when you get this kitchen.
Yeah.
That's just something I like to talk about. And then we did upgrade some of the other finishes in this kitchen. So the quartz that you're seeing is the upgrade in that one. But
yeah, but you're gonna
yeah,
get some kind of solid surface with a tile backsplash included in anything you
Mhm.
do. Of course, you got the smaller cabinet crown mold would be included, and we've opted for the single crown mold in the kitchen area and the double crown in the family room and foyer areas. A few little customizations, wider case and baseboard we've done, and a few little things that you can do to kind of make it your own.
Right. Yeah. But this is one that there are some things that would usually be an upgrade that are included. So I did want to point some of those
For
out.
sure, yeah.
Those slide out trays, if you've ever had them, they become very important in your life moving forward.
Yeah.
So-
You'll find to where you're not putting crud you may not use in your bottom cabinets. Like, you will actually put stuff that you will use because you can actually get to it. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So yeah, the nonstick pan that's no longer nonstick, you can actually throw it away. Ask for a new one for Christmas. It's okay. You've got a green light to do that.
You don't have to keep it anymore because you'll never see it again anyway. That's why you just stick it in that bottom cabinet.
That's right.
You don't
That's true.
have
That's true. That's true. Along with your ice cream maker from your wedding registry. Yeah, all of the things that.
or the bread machine, or all that good stuff. And then that brick arch with this elevation is included, and it would match whatever your brick is on the exterior.
Mhm.
So in our case, since we painted it on the inside as well.
Brilliant.
All right. And then this is that breakfast area, which is in that beautiful bay window. So speaking, because we weren't sure if you had enough natural light in the other room, we gave you 5 windows in this space because you've got that French door going out onto the porch as well. So again, lots of natural light, great place to have your breakfast or morning cup of coffee and just look out on your beautiful plot of land.
Yeah, it's a really pretty place. Very pretty house.
Yeah. Yes. Just absolutely love it.
Keep dropping your questions in, folks. Questions, comments, anything about building on your land, site preparation, permitting, culverts, utilities is a big one. I know Danny here is commenting about he's getting one step closer on his utilities.
Danny's getting close. He's got his water meter in, his electric in, his construction road is down, and the sewer permits are attained, waiting on plans. That's awesome. You are way ahead of the game.
Yeah, man, you're rolling. Do you outsource?
Great.
We do this for other people.
Yeah. Do you have counseling? All right. Well, let's take a look at the bedrooms and the study.
Let's check it out. So the Fredericksburg is a split bedroom floor plan in that the master's on one side of the home and the spare bedrooms on the other. And the master suite does not disappoint. It is absolutely magnificent. Huge master bedroom space, plenty of walk-in closet space, gorgeous master bathroom with corner soaking tub, huge walk-in shower, separate vanities, and just plenty of space for the owners to retreat and enjoy their space. Opposite the master bedroom suite are the spare bedrooms of the home. So it comes with 2 other spare bedrooms that share a bathroom, and there's plenty of space for guests or growing kids to hang out and play. So immediately off the foyer is a fantastic flex space that we currently have set up as an office, which is great for working from home or for kids doing homework. We also have an option to make that an additional bedroom with a closet if you need to do that.
All right. So yes,
Yeah,
this is that
Go ahead.
gorgeous master bedroom. The tray ceiling is an included feature in this home. So you're going to have that double tray ceiling happening. I believe the molding is an upgrade, but the ceiling treatment itself is included. But yeah, again, just beautiful. You've got another French door going out onto your porch in the back. So that's how this back porch is accessed. It's off the master and the breakfast nook. 3 very large windows across the back. Just the theme of this house is you can see all the views, all the light.
Yeah,
and all the views.
and it's one of the biggest master bedrooms in our entire portfolio. I mean, you can see even with the king size furniture we have in there, there's space for days. We got a sitting area, still plenty of space. You can put a couch along that left wall that we're not. I mean, it is a massive master bedroom, a great place to retreat. And like you said, since it's split from the rest of the home, it truly is a nice place to retreat. If you got guests over or anything like that, you, as the owner of the place, you've got your own place to just unwind.
Absolutely.
Speaking of unwinding.
Speaking of unwinding, here's the beautiful master bath. So you have a separate soaking tub that is opposite of your walk-in shower. So just a very, very huge space. Lots of, big mirrors, separate vanities. So he has his place, she has her place. The two shall not meet. There is a tub in between you.
That's right.
So
Demilitarized zone.
Demilitarized zone, huge storage cabinet for your linens and everything. So just great space. And actually on her side, there's actually a vanity, like a knee space to put a vanity bench and all of that. So
I'm just picturing all of the facial soaps and nail things and all of the stuff. Like you got like almost 4 feet of just real estate here for all of the bottles of stuff from
potions and magic and
right. Yes. Bed Bath and Beyond and all the other smelling places. What's the one that Ulta is one. There's a lot of money spent at Ulta.
Yes, Ulta and Sephora.
Yes. This will easily fit $700 worth of Ulta and Sephora stuff. No endorsements here. We don't get paid for anything about that. This is I'm just imagining in my mind's eye what might be covering that space up. Also, did we mention windows? Did we
mention 6 windows? So they are not going to be obscured standard. This is something that you can obscure, but most of the houses that we build are way out in the middle of nowhere, and you don't have neighbors, and so it doesn't matter. Right. But if you wanted to put obscure those windows so no one can look in from the outside, you can, and you'd still get.
And interestingly, these are boxed out. Okay, so there actually are boxed out of the over the slab of the home, so you have a really big ledge, almost a 14-inch deep ledge along both sides, because it's kind of hard to make it out, but this sheetrock post here is technically the corner of the frame of the home that's holding the roof up. The windows actually extend beyond that. So again, just incredible design, incredible use of space, all of the things that can go. If you could over clutter a bathroom, this is the one you could do that in. We got room for ficus trees, green plants, all kinds of stuff you don't need. They can go there.
Yes, all the things. And this is the included layout. There are no structural upgrades in that. There are some upgrades in the finishes and the features, but this is the included amount of cabinetry and size of tub and all of that that comes with this home.
Awesome.
And here's that closet.
Go on.
My favorite part. So this is that closet. So you look at all the space, and this picture doesn't even capture all of it because you can't, because it turns a corner. And then they even gave you that space, like I was mentioning, under the stairs. So that's a great spot to put your luggage or the things that you just need to. You don't need access to every day, but you need to store them. So that's a great spot for luggage.
Misbehaving children, things like that can go there.
Harry Potter, whatever you want to do.
They make 3-foot tall little kennel things that go. I mean, for your dog, of course, is what I mean. Like for an animal.
Yes.
Yeah. It's also it's hard to put it to scale in this, but this is 11-foot tall ceiling. So again, just the amount of space in this closet is outrageous, really.
Yeah, it is massive. So yeah, one of my absolute favorites. I love me a good closet.
For sure.
And this are the secondary rooms, which so this is 2. Again, you mentioned this is the one that actually shares a wall. Sit on the wall with the living room. I get you oriented to where we are now. So it's got in here and
Don, may want to get a mic check. We have to redo. The mic might be a little bit of digital sound. I don't know if we're getting feedback on the live stream or not. Or someone could let us know, but I don't know if I'm coming through okay or not. And Don, give me a nod or a yes or a no.
Yeah, I think you are. It was trying to do mic out of my headset. Is that better?
Oh, you're back. There we go.
There we go. Sorry about that. Where did you?
Well, this is a bedroom.
This is a bedroom. It's a great bedroom.
It is. It looks.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is the bedroom. It actually shares the wall with the living room. Is kind of where it is. So it's got a nice little like corner shaped walk-in closet is that door that you're seeing over there on the left. And very generous space, 13 feet 4 inches by 11 feet 3 inches. So large space. We've got full size. That's a full size bed in here, and it's a great space. And like you were saying, this is off on the opposite side of the home from the master bedroom. And this is the other bedroom that's also off on that side. It's got a very generous large closet, and good news, parents, these two bedrooms are pretty much the same size, so there's not going to be any arguing. I think one of them's an inch bigger, but exactly, very good, generous bedrooms. Again, this is a full size bed, plenty of room in here. We've got large furniture. We try to put bigger furniture in our bedrooms so we can see how they actually are used out in the world.
For sure. They'll find something else to fight over, Dawn. It won't matter.
They will. We just try to keep, try to minimize the things we fight about that we can't change. So.
That's true. I'm more of a battle royale type. Let them settle it. But yeah, there's value in all kinds of upbringings. No doubt.
That's because you grew up with brothers. See,
I did grow up with brothers.
We try to avoid the hair pulling and the scratching and
yeah, hair pulling was not a problem in our house. It's even less of a problem now.
And then this is that hallway bathroom that those two bedrooms share. So you've got a large counter space there. You've got the linen cabinet and cabinets over to the side, and a tub shower combination. So very, very nice, good sized bathroom.
Is indeed.
Everybody gets their own side of the sink. There. And then they also, in the hallway leading to them, they have a shared desk space that is included in this home. So great place for just doing homework or doing bills or whatever you want to do with it, but kind of keep the work zone and the workspaces and the sleep zones separate.
Keep that screen time kind of out in the open.
Yes, that too, definitely.
Yeah, the screen time, maybe a little place here to store our screened devices at night. There's some.
Yeah, this would be a great charging station. So they're not
great charging station.
Not in the bedroom today.
Good feedback. I think we had a couple of comments, maybe even a question.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let's see the study first.
And then we've got the study. This is on the front of the home. The door is going to be off of the foyer, so it is also separated off from those bedrooms. There is an option to make this into another bedroom if you choose, and that would move that door. But as we've built it, the door is coming off of the foyer, but a nice big space on the front with here we go again, big windows. So lots of light coming in and seeing that view off that porch, but plenty of space in here.
And I can tell you, if you are a work from home type, this is going to be a problem because it's beautiful. It's going to be a distraction.
Yes,
so
you're going to see everything that's happening.
Or just relaxing and decompressing that happens between meetings, perhaps.
It's very
What a great place to find your zen in the middle of the day.
Danny was telling us that he works and Mama handles the running around and getting things done. So we need to talk to her.
That I can relate with. Yep.
Give us her how-tos.
Yeah.
And we've got from YouTube, I'm just starting my process. I found the land and have an idea of how we want the house built. My question is, can you modify my idea and also give me an idea as to the building cost?
How does it work, Dawn?
So yeah, absolutely we can. So if you have your ideas already, but I don't know if you just kind of have them in your head, or if you found a plan that you like online or where those ideas are coming from, bring them on in to our design center, and one of our design consultants can sit down with you and go through it. What they are most likely going to do is kind of take a look at the plan that you've brought in or whatever you've sketched out and find the one in our portfolio that is the closest to that. That way they can more quickly kind of give you a ballpark price. So this is what we think this is going to cost, because they have all of the data on, if I'm adding square footage to this plan, this is how much it's going to cost. So they're going to kind of price it out by modifying one of ours. And if you're comfortable with that, we can send off your custom plan and get the exact one that you brought in if you like that. But if you like better what they drew, then we can just go off of that, and that the price that they gave you is going to be the price. And so yeah, we can absolutely help you. So yeah, come on in and they'll tell you. We have what we call our desktop pricing system. So if it's one of our plans, we can give you a price on it, when you leave. If you're bringing your own, we do
with
kind
all
of
the changes.
Yeah, we do kind of need to send it off and just make sure that we've talked through exactly what you're expecting and what the specs are for that plan. All right, wonderful. So yeah, just call one of our new home specialists and make yourself an appointment, because we are seeing, limited people in December. So make sure you make an appointment so that we know that somebody has a time
For sure.
to talk with you. But we would love to help you out. Well, let's keep looking at this gorgeous home.
Let's do that. I think we got the utility room, and then we got another video to do.
Yeah, we got the upstairs actually.
Oh, lovely. So in the Fredericksburg model in Katy, we've opted for the upstairs bonus and theater space. Because it is the elevation with the gable ends, there's over 1,050 square feet of living area upstairs. We have it set up as just one large game room with, again, access to those dormers. And then there's a separate theater room to the left that you can close off to watch the movies or the ball game. So in addition to the large covered outdoor space we have on the front of the home of the Fredericksburg, there's an additional covered porch on the back of the Fredericksburg that's accessed both from the breakfast room as well as the master bedroom, and there are options to make that even larger if you need to. So we've opted for several custom features in the Fredericksburg model home here in Katy. We've got some gorgeous wood floors that we've put down in the family space and most of the foyer and dining space. We also have a lot of custom cabinet finishes in here. You got some pull-out trays, trash can pull-outs, different things like that. Again, we mentioned the brick arch, which was a beautiful, beautiful touch here in this home. The fireplace, we've got some two-step crown molding, very, very traditional look. Just a lot of things that we've done to show you what you can do to make this home your own. So as with all of our designs, the Fredericksburg to be customized to suit your space. We've opted for the bonus space, but there's all kinds of other things that you can do with this home. There's a 3-car garage option, bedroom options, different master bath options, all different kinds of things you can do for you and your family to make it the most comfortable space possible for your land. We hope you've enjoyed this tour of the Fredericksburg model home here in Katy. We hope you come out and see it, and we genuinely soon hope to make you part of the Tilson family.
All right. So we didn't show it in the video, but it did want to show that utility room that we do have that's leading into the 2-car garage. Very large space, plenty of room for your washer and dryer. There's also room for a stand-up freezer in here. And then you've also got that nice workspace over to the side where you can fold all of your laundry if you're someone who believes in that. I usually do not subscribe to that on most days, but good space to kind of help you eliminate those excuses for not doing it. But it's a great.
There is a reason they put a fluff mode on the dryer. Okay,
I know. Yeah, there's a reason why it will just keep rerunning every 15 minutes. So just make sure that wrinkle release setting.
That's right. Wrinkle release. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, tons of space. Again, a stand-up freezer because, again, most of our customers are living out in the country, out rural. So when they go to the store, they go to Costco, they want to stock up, have a place to store all that stuff, their deer meat, their all that kind of good stuff, and it'll accommodate that.
And then this is the upstairs bonus room. As you can see, this is a very, very large room. Lots of space. We actually have it staged for 2 different activities. So we've got a little gathering space and room for a full-size pool table to give you an idea of how big that is. And then, like I mentioned, on the C elevation, because of the way those dormers are set up, those are also usable space. So we have it set up so there's 2 desks. There's a desk in each of the end ones, and then the middle one is a little bit wider, and it has a whole different conversation area that you could use to play cards. All of that. There's lots of nice things that you can do in this space. I always envision it with window benches that you can just throw up with a good.
You need to retreat away from the family, a place to go.
Yes,
this is a good little place to retreat to, and
it's also a good place to send all the teenagers to.
It is. It is.
Go. Yeah, just a great space.
And in these bonus spaces of this size, you do have full-size access to your attic spaces. So you've got larger doors that you can get to be able to get to change your filters out on your air conditioning systems, or if you have to service anything up there, very, very easy to get to.
Yeah. And then this is that theater room that we've got, again, a very, very large space. We've got a huge sectional couch in that room. So plenty of space, nice big room to kind of just pick back and enjoy a movie.
Obligatory John Wayne. You can't have a theater room without a John Wayne. John Wayne and Elvis. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. There's really not much
absolutely
that you need. So.
And then there is an extra bathroom up here, just because you're going to have a lot of guests up there. So just extra powder room option up there. And that is included when you add that bonus space.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the back porch area that we were talking about. So showing you what this home looks like from the back. So you can see that that large back porch is off of the breakfast nook and runs kind of in front of the master bedroom. So you've got a door access from both. Yeah, it's even pretty from the back.
It is. Yeah, and what you're looking at here, this is your theater room. This would not be on the ordinary elevation if you don't do the bonus and theater space. But if you do the bonus and theater space, this is what it looks like on the C elevation. It looks a little bit different on the B elevation, but just to give you an idea. And then here's those 4 windows across the back of the family room. Of course, your fireplace, chimney, and yeah, just pretty house.
Yes, it's a beautiful house. And let's see, then we also have, and the attached garage. So this is where the 2-car garage is a side load. So clearly we don't have a driveway to it because you would drive through our fence. So
Right.
we've got landscaping, but you would put a driveway to that, but it is a side load 2-car garage. All right. Well, I did want to talk real quickly through some of our custom options. We actually have a question coming in. So let me pull that up on our website.
Okay.
We can talk about it. So you can play with all of our pre-designed custom options on our website. With the plans that they are available for. There you can see what they all are. Someone is asking us a question about the alternate family room. So there is an alternate family room available that moves that porch location and gives you kind of, one of a lot of people's very popular feature to get that extended porch with the cedar trusses and the really tall ceiling, cathedral ceiling and all of that. So that is this option. And this person is specifically asking where the fireplace would go.
Yeah, so there's really you have kind of 3 different options to do the fireplace here. You got the back corner of the back right corner of the family room. So where right in there, you can put it in the corner. So basically, instead of the corner of 10, you put it in the corner of the back right there. If you don't want it done that way, you want the windows the way that they are. I've seen folks that will sacrifice a little bit of that bedroom 2 closet for a fireplace and add even a little bit of footage onto the back so you get it good and centered there. And then or you could build out into the family room. It's a huge family room. You figure that the San Jacinto, which is a large one, it's 18 by 20. So even if you built out into the family room a little bit for the fireplace, you're not sacrificing that much space. And then you can do the exact same thing on the other end of the family room, opposite the covered porch, kind of backing up to the bathroom 2 in that area. You could build it out there and put a fireplace there. It also is good to put if you do electric or gas or wood burning. Obviously, electric fireplace doesn't need nearly as thick of a wall, whereas the gas and wood burning need about 2 foot, 2'4" to be able to make that work. But it can go in any of those 3 locations. You could technically center it on the back wall. You just kind of lose the view.
Yeah, you could. You would just lose the view a little bit.
You'd
still have at least the two big windows, but you would sacrifice these 2 to do that. But yeah, this is a great option for the plan if you're looking at that. It does change up your hallway, so you would lose that desk, your bathroom moves, and all of that. But that would give you that porch. There's also an alternate kitchen option, like Eric talked about in the video, that gives you it gives you a corner pantry if you wanted a more traditional pantry rather than the cabinetry, and then adds a curved island there, and then a center working island when you choose that option. We also know that a lot of our people have large cars and extra toys, so there is a pre-designed 3-car garage option that just brings that garage this way. This is another thing. We did this in a commercial one year, and I still remember talking to everybody, the garage, it's going the wrong. Like, nope, side load garage, it's gonna come forward. So that's what happens here if you add that extra garage bay. And we also have in that utility space, one of the popular things is to add a drop zone. So we do have that, and it's available on the 3-car garage or the 2-car. So what that does is kind of move your laundry room forward and then gives you a drop zone with a nice bench and some cabinets to drop off the muddy boots and everything as you're coming in through the garage. A couple of other ones that are worth mentioning. We did talk about how you can adapt this front study to turn it into a guest bedroom.
that one real quick. That is this option right here. And so what that also does is makes that bathroom that was a hallway is now shared as that Jack and Jill in between bedroom 2 and bedroom 3. And then you have a fully contained guest suite that has its own bathroom and then a closet. And then, as I was talking about, it moves the entry to that over into that the hallway with the rest of the bedrooms rather than off of the foyer. Or you could choose to just do the Jack and Jill on its own without adding the full bathroom and then giving this one the access from the hallway to the same hallway path. So that's a good option as well.
It is, yeah.
And then for people, because we know we're always kind of split a little bit on whether we want a master bathtub or not, you do have the option of taking out the bathtub and doing a very, very large walk-in shower over there in the corner. Those are some of your options.
Super flexible plan. Yeah, a lot you can do with it.
Yes, absolutely. And we also shared some stuff that our customers have done on their own. So this is one I believe is under construction now or just recently finished out in Hayes County. And this is the Fredericksburg B, but they did change up the exterior materials on the elevation and honestly gave it a completely different look. So instead of going with the brick and stone that is standard on that, they went with the board and batten siding and stucco. So it's just a very, very nice look.
Yeah, much more contemporary hill country kind of look.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we really just liked their color selections for the kitchen, so we wanted to show them again. We shared them on Facebook as well, and they were very popular. But I like how they've done a different color top cabinets versus the bottom. So they're just beautiful, beautiful choices. And they also, upgraded their range situation too.
The dual fuel. Yep.
Beautiful dual fuel. Yeah.
I've almost figured out how to use mine. I can almost not bother my son or daughter to get it to preheat for me. We're almost there. It's very close. Every time I want to set the timer, I set the clock, which does set the clock wrong, and then which is my pet peeve. So then I'm making my own self upset. It's a good day.
Okay.
Seems to be repetition is key. If I cook more than once every 3 months, perhaps it'll sink in.
That would have something to do with it. That would definitely help.
The charcoal lights the same way every time outside, so I have no issues out there. It's not a problem for me.
And then they also actually changed up the layout of the master bath completely. So they have a freestanding tub next to a walk-in shower. And again, just beautiful tile choices here that we wanted to share, but just kind of giving you guys some inspiration on different things that you can do.
Yeah, they went with I think a full frameless glass instead of the semi-frameless. So another option there you could do, and a little niche in the shower. Just lots of options. You're not a lot of limitations on this, particularly the size of this space.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. You bring in whatever inspiration you have, and we can figure out how to incorporate it into our designs and create the home of your dreams. And this is the alternate kitchen. If you wanted to see, just kind of show you guys what that layout looks like. So we was talking about, it's got that curved island with plenty of room for your bar stools and all of that. So plenty of extra places to eat. And then that center work island does come with it. And then you've got your corner pantry. And then this is another Fredericksburg B where they opted to do all brick on this home, and also did the 3-car garage instead of the 2. And this is another one. It's a 3-car garage. It's very popular. So that is another 3-car garage option to show you what that looks like on the side. I think your mic just went dead, Eric.
I have a double mute. We take no chances with Eric when he's live. So this is an example of what you might run into if a subdivision could require you to have a larger percentage of masonry. This is a way. So ordinarily the masonry on the Fredericksburg, goes up to the plate height, whether that's 8 foot, 9 foot, whatever it is. Across here, it would be hardy plank above in this gable that we're looking at. And in this particular case, the customer either opted to do this because they just wanted the more brick, or the subdivision had a higher percentage of masonry requirement. This is a way to accomplish that, where you have brick going up higher instead of the hardy plank.
And then this is one where they actually opted to add in a detached garage. So we've got a little breezeway headed out towards that, and then a separate structure for the detached garage. And then metal roof and all that.
Yeah, very, very farmhouse, even more farmhouse than our farmhouse. So they trumped our farmhouse. And yeah, another demilitarized zone here. So this is cave. Yep. This is pretty.
And they also opted for stone instead of brick.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very hill country farmhouse.
Very hill country, a lot of cedar, the railing, all of it. Really, really pretty. Love the way it's done.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah,
we just like to show off y'all's ideas.
Of course.
Different things you can do with our house.
So we have one or two questions, but again, folks, drop your questions into the chat. We want to answer every single one of them. We will be here as long as we need to answer your questions. But yeah, we've got a couple, I think.
Yeah, we got Miss Silcox asking, at what point in the order of construction should we have the aerobic system installed? We need an idea of lead time. Our vendor is very busy.
For sure. So yeah, definitely get a better beat on their lead time and communicate with our building superintendent on when exactly. Hey, he's telling me 3 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever the number is. But a good gauge would be when we're done with the masonry on your home. I know you're doing the Fayetteville, I believe. So when we're done with kind of the stone and the brick on the exterior of your home, that's a great time to get that done. Maybe communicate with the builder, because we'll want to be sure that we at least get a rough grade, maybe even the final grade done, like where the dirt smoothed out, because we don't really want to be doing that on your septic system once it's installed, right, especially in the sprinklers as well. Don't want to put heavy equipment on top of those tanks, but pretty much all of our heavy equipment's done with by the time that we're doing the masonry on the outside of the home. So then yeah, if the masonry is done, then now would be a great time to reach out to your builder and say, hey, Eric said on the live that now is when I need to start getting my septic lined up. Do it.
Yep. Absolutely. And then we've got Jessica saying, we finally have our appointment with Tilson and Weatherford on the 15th. We're coming in from out of state and want to make the most out of the appointment. So I was wondering if there's any information I should gather and bring to get as much done as possible. Hoping to get the ball rolling and start the process at this visit.
Okay. Dawn, what could they bring with them that would be helpful?
So definitely bring all your ideas of what you want to do with your home. That's going to be extremely helpful. I'm assuming, since you're ready to go and get the ball rolling, that you already own your property. So if you have your deed and your survey, those would be necessary for us to get going. The survey more importantly than the deed, because then we can actually kind of look at the plan. Look at the plan versus your land, figure out kind of approximately where we would put it, and kind of have in mind any of those setbacks or restrictions. And then from that, we can also look it up online and see what your restrictions are on the deed. All of that is lookable. So if you don't have it, that is something that we can look up for you in most cases. So yeah, just property address. Like the only you absolutely have to have it, property address, and a very good idea of what you're looking to build.
Yeah. And then if you have the deed, you have the survey, title, or any ancillary documents you have regarding the property. If you have either in hard copy format, or if you wanted to email them ahead of time, we could arrange for that as well, so that we have that stuff that you're going to have to mess around with one more thing on the carry-on that's going to get smushed. And you may not know this, there are tigers on planes. Maybe you're driving in, and that's fine. But I found that in the overhead compartments of many planes, and certainly in the underneath storage, there are tigers. They turn loose and they tend to maul things. It's bizarre.
I found sometimes they go on other planes.
Yeah, sometimes your luggage gets a mind of its own and decides it's on its way out. So, but yeah, if you want to do it in electronic format, we can make that arrangement too with the staff there at the Weatherford office. But yeah, I mean, anything you have pertinent to the property, it's going to help out. And again, some of that stuff, like Don said, it's totally accessible, and we can look it up ahead of time. So,
yep, absolutely.
Great.
That's great. I'm sure they're very excited to meet you.
Yeah. So what else we got going on? I know we've got some models under construction. Some are wrapped up. I think that the Paladuro
is complete. It is completely created. Landscaping is done. So if you wanted to head out on San Marcos, this would actually be a great weekend because they have a seminar going. That is our last in-person seminar for the year, is happening this weekend out at San Marcos. So anybody who goes out to that is going to get first look at our completed model. So that's very exciting. We've got some work happening in our spring models. So if you want to get sneak peeks of things in progress, you can go and check those out. We've got some fun stuff happening there. Angleton is missing models. So I mentioned it before, but we did take down the 2 models that were there to make room for something new. So they are working on that, and it's dirt right now, but we have very exciting things coming, and can't wait to share with you guys all of the events that are happening there next year as we build 2 new models out there. Republic Grand Ranch, my understanding is we set forms on that, so we're getting ready to get busy out there. And again, we're gonna have lots of exciting things happening, but you can actually see, if you want to see what the form boards look like when you're building a house of that size, you could go check that out.
For sure. So yeah, obviously we're entering to the final stretch of 2023. We're obviously grateful to all of you who've kept on. We're going to keep the shows going. I would be remiss if today, I don't know if we have any Tilson folks watching, but we are celebrating achievement together, which we do as a company. And so bear with us, Tilson family out there, if you will. I just wanted to mention that we are honoring the legacy that is Linda Buckaloo, who's one of our very dear employees and has celebrated her 45th anniversary with the company. And so that goes way back. That predates not only most of our careers, but some of our lives, actually. So she started here in 1978 at the reception desk, and has been a loyal, faithful, committed employee of the Tilson family for the last 45 years, almost 5 decades. And so, Linda, we love you, we thank you, and we look forward to celebrating you this evening. So anybody wants to give a shout out to Miss Linda Buckaloo, you're welcome to. She has started and prepared, and I can't tell you how many of your homes that you're living in now that she had a loving hand in getting underway. So anyway, it's a big deal. 45 years.
Very big deal.
Right?
That's amazing.
Most builders haven't been around 45 years. We got employees been around 45. That's the way it is. So anyway, thank you all for watching this so much. Obviously, it doesn't end here. Okay, we got a website that's open 24/7. That's a great front porch of Tilson Homes. We want to hear from you guys there. Got a YouTube channel with hundreds of videos that can educate you on this process, what's needed, what's entailed, what to expect. Got an Instagram page, got a Facebook page where you can engage with other people in the community, engage with us. Model homes open 7 days a week. Love to see you guys come out. We are open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, Sundays, noon to 6. Love hearing from you guys. Want to answer all the questions you have. Obviously, between now and then, we really soon hope to make you part of the Tilson family. We'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.